Dear students, welcome to my first class on Module 5, Determinants, Eigenvalues and Eigenvectors. In this lecture video, we're gonna discuss about determinants, properties of determinants and problems on determinants. What is determinants? A determinant is a scalar function whose domain is a set of square matrices. For example, if A is an n cross n matrix, then the matrix A with the entries is given by A11, A12, etc. A1n, A21, A22, etc. A2n, and so on, AM1, AM2, etc. AMn. So hence, the determinant of this matrix A is denoted by the notation det of A or mod of A. Okay, now I am going to expand that determinant of few square matrices. In the first case, I am taking a square matrix of order 1. So order 1 in the sense a matrix will be having only one row and one column, that is 1 cross 1 matrix. So example, if A is equal to a matrix A11, so after applying the determinant on both the sides, I got the determinant of A is equal to the determinant of A11. So after expanding this, we'll be getting the determinant of A is equal to A11. In the case 2, I am taking a square matrix of order 2. So it is nothing but a 2 cross 2 matrix, a matrix with 2 rows and 2 columns. That is, if A is equal to A11, A12, A21, A22. So now for this matrix, I am going to apply the determinant on both the sides. So I got the determinant of A is equal to determinant of A11, A12, A21, A22. So after expanding this, I'll be getting the determinant of A is equal to A11, A22. So this is by cross multiplication of this element with this element minus sign. Next A12 into A21. So I got the expansion of A is equal to A11, A22 minus A12, A21 for the matrix of order 2. The third case I am taking a square matrix of order 3, a matrix having a 3 rows and 3 columns. So if A is equal to A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. So now for this 3 cross 3 matrix, I am going to apply the determinant on both the sides. So I got a determinant of A is equal to determinant of A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. So now after expanding this determinant, we'll be getting the determinant of A is equal to A11 into A22, A33 minus A23 into A32. So this can be obtained like this. So while I'm taking A11, I'm going to ignore the complete row, first row and complete first column, and take the cross multiplication of A22, A33 minus A23, A32. Next is alternative sign, minus into A12 I'm taking here. So while I'm taking A12, I'm skipping this complete row, first row and complete second column. So I got the expansion like A21 into A33 minus A23 into A31 plus, next is plus sign, into A13. So while taking A13, I'm skipping the complete row R1 and complete third column. So I got the expansion of A21 into A32 minus A22 into A31. So I got the equation like this, that is A11 into A22 A33 minus A23 A32 minus A12 into A21 A33 minus A23 A31 plus A13 into A21 A32 minus A22 A31. So now a small note on this determinants. If det of the matrix A is equal to 0, then the matrix A will be called as a singular matrix and its inverse will not be existing. Properties of the determinant. The first property of the determinant is the determinant of the identity matrix is always equal to 1. Example, in the first example, I'm taking a 2 cross 2 identity matrix, that is I2 is equal to 1, 0, 0, 1. So after applying the determinant on both the sides, I got det of I2 is equal to det of 1, 0, 0, 1. So after expanding this determinant, we'll be getting the det of I2 is equal to 1 minus 0, it will be equal to 1. Similarly, I am taking the I3 matrix, I3 in the sense a matrix, identity matrix of order 3, that is I3 is equal to 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. So now for this matrix, I am going to apply the determinant on both the sides. So I got the determinant of I3 is equal to determinant of 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. So I got the determinant of I3 is equal to 1 into 1 minus 0 minus 0 plus 0, it will be equal to 1. So hence this condition has been satisfied. Property number 2, for every square matrix of matrix A, the determinant of A will be equal to determinant of A transpose. So to prove this one, I am taking a matrix A of order 2, that is ABCD, and I am taking A transpose matrix of the matrix A, that is ACBD. So now I am going to find the determinant of both the matrices. So now the determinant of the matrix A will be equal to AD minus PC, and the A transpose will be equal to AD minus PC. So since both are same, I can say that the determinant for A will be equal to determinant of A transpose matrix. So hence the condition has been proved in this case. Property number 3, the determinant changes sign when two rows or columns are interchanged. So to prove this one, I am taking a matrix A of order 2, that is ABCD, and I am taking a B matrix after interchanging the rows and columns. So I took the matrix like this. I took B is equal to CAAB. So now for this matrix, I am going to find the determinant. So I got the matrix like the determinant of A is equal to AD minus BC, and determinant of B is equal to CD minus CB minus AD. So from this one, I am taking negative common factor. I got the determinant of B is equal to minus of AD minus BC. So hence I got the determinant of B is equal to minus of determinant of A. So hence this condition has been satisfied. Property number 4, if any two rows or columns of a square matrix are identical, then its determinant will be equal to 0. So I'm taking a matrix A of order 2 having same rows. For example, A is equal to AB, AB. After expanding this determinant, I'll be getting AB minus AB. I got the answer 0. Property number 5, if a square matrix A has either a 0 row or 0 column, then its determinant of the matrix will be equal to 0. So now I am taking a matrix A of order 3 and it contains one particular row completely 0. That is, a matrix A is equal to ABC 0, 0, 0 DEF. So after expanding this by using determinants, I got the equation like A into 0 minus 0 minus B into 0 minus 0 plus C into 0 minus 0. So I got this equation. After expanding this, I got the complete answer 0. Hence the condition is true in this case. Property number 6, if A is a triangular matrix of order n, either it may be lower triangle or upper triangle matrix, then the det of the matrix A is equal to the product of its diagonal elements. So I'm taking an example of triangular matrix. So in this case, I'm taking a lower triangle matrix. A matrix A is equal to A0, 0, BC 0, DEF is a lower triangle matrix. So now I'm going to expand the determinant of this matrix A. So I got the determinant of A will be equal to A into CF minus 0 minus 0 plus 0. So I got this equation. After expanding this, I got the determinant of A is equal to ACF, and this ACF are the diagonal element of this triangular matrix. Property number 7, if A is a diagonal matrix of order n, then the determinant of the matrix A is equal to the product of its diagonal elements. So I am taking an example of diagonal matrix. A matrix A is equal to A0, 0, 0B0, 0, 0C is a diagonal matrix. Now I am going to expand the determinant of this matrix. So I got a determinant of A is equal to A into BC minus 0 minus 0 plus 0. So I got the expansion of the matrix A is equal to ABC, and this ABC are nothing but the diagonal elements of the matrix A. Property number 8, if each element in one row or one column of the determinant is a multiple by a non-zero number k, then the value of the determinant will be multiplied by the scalar k. So example, I'm taking a matrix A, that is A, B, C, D, and I'm multiplying k for this matrix. So I got Ka is equal to Ka, Kb, C, D. So multiplying k for the row 1. So now I am going to find the determinant of this matrix Ka. So I got the determinant of Ka is equal to KAD minus KBC after expansion. So taking k common factor, I got k into AD minus BC, and this is nothing but the determinant of A. So I got the determinant of k is equal to k into determinant of A. I got it. Property number 9, if one row or one column of a square matrix is k times of some other row or some other column, then its determinant of the matrix will be equal to 0. So I'm taking a matrix A, A is equal to AB, and the row 2 is given by the constant multiple of the first row only, that is Ka, Kb. After expanding this matrix by using determinants, I got the determinant of A is equal to Kab minus Kab. The answer is 0. Property number 10, subtracting a constant multiple of one row from the other row leaves the determinant unchanged. So example, if A is equal to, I'm taking a matrix 2 cross 2 matrix A, B, C, D, then its determinant will be equal to AD minus BC. I got it. So now I'm going to do some operations with respect to the matrix A, that is R2 implies that R2 minus KR1. I'm multiplying a constant K with the row R1 and subtracting with R2 to get a new R2 row. So I got the matrix A is equal to AB, C minus Ka, D minus Kb. Now after expanding this new matrix by using determinants, I got the determinant of A is equal to AD minus Kab minus BC plus Kab. So after simplifying, I got the same value, that is AD minus BC. Both are same. So hence the condition is true in this case. Next property, if A is a non-singular matrix, then the determinant of A will not be equal to 0. Otherwise, we'll be saying the matrix A will be a singular. So in these cases, we'll be using the determinant of A inverse will be equal to 1 by determinant of A if A is a non-singular matrix. 12th condition, 12th property, if A and B are square matrices of same order, then the determinant of AB will be equal to determinant of A into determinant of B. So to prove this one, I'm taking two matrices, two 2 cross 2 matrices AB. So A is equal to entries A, B, C, D, and B is equal to E, F, G, H. So first I'm going to find the determinant of A. So I got the equation AD minus BC, and for the B I got EH minus GF. So now I'm going to multiply the matrix A and B to form the new matrix A into B. So the matrix A into B will be equal to AE plus BG, AF plus BH, CE plus DG, CF plus DH. So now for this matrix, I'm going to find the determinant. So I got the equation like AE plus BG into CF plus DH minus AF plus BH into CE plus DG. So after expanding this, we'll be getting AECF plus BGCF plus AEDH plus BGDH minus AFCE minus AFDG minus BHCE minus BGDG. So after simplifying this equation, we got the equation like ADEH minus ADGF minus BCEG plus BCGF. So by taking AD common from this equation and BC common from this one, I got AD into EH minus GF minus BC into EG minus GF. So I got the equation like AD minus BC into EH minus GF as the equation I got it. So hence I can say that the determinant of AB will be equal to determinant of A into determinant of B. We got it. Problems. So there are given two matrices here. Let A is equal to 2, 1, 1, 0, 5, minus 2, 1, minus 3, 4 is a matrix A, and the matrix B is given by 3, 2, 1, minus 4, 5, minus 1, 2, minus 3, 4. So we have to find the determinant of A and determinant of B from this matrix. So first I'm going to find the determinant of A. So apply the determinant on both the sets. I got 2, 1, 1, 0, 5, minus 2, 1, minus 3, 4. After expanding this determinant, we'll be getting 2 into 20 minus 6 minus 1 into 0 plus 2 plus 1 into 0 minus 5, it will be equal to 28 minus 2 minus 5, it will be equal to 21. Similarly, so expanding the B matrix by applying the determinant on both the sides, I got a determinant of B is equal to determinant of 3 2 1 minus 4 5 minus 1 2 minus 3 4. After expanding this, I got 3 into 20 minus 3 minus 2 into minus 16 plus 2 plus 1 into 12 minus 10. So it will be equal to 51 plus 28 plus 2. It will be equal to 81. Problem number 2. If A is a 4 by 4 matrix and this matrix having the determinant of A is equal to 1 by 2. Find the first one. Find the determinant of 2A, determinant of minus A, determinant of A square and determinant of A power minus 1. So now we'll see how to expand this. So they have given that matrix is a 4 cross 4 matrix. So in the sense, the matrix will be having the order 4. I mean the value of m is equal to 4 and n is equal to 4 here. And the formula we have that the determinant of Ka is equal to K power 4 into determinant of A for 4 cross 4 matrix. So now I am going to expand the first condition. The first one they have given that we have to find a determinant of 2A. So in this equation, in the place of K, I am going to replace the value 2. So I got the equation 2 power 4 into 1 by 2. This is because of the given determinant value. So I got 1 by 2. So it will be equal to 8. Similarly, I'm going to find a determinant of minus A. So in the place of K, I'm going to replace minus 1 in this equation. So I got minus 1 power 4 into 1 by 2. So it will be equal to plus 1 by 2 after expansion. So next one is a determinant of A square. It will be equal to the determinant of A into determinant of A. That is 1 by 2 into 1 by 2. So I got the value 1 by 4 after expansion. So next is a determinant of A inverse will be equal to 1 by determinant A, because this cell is not equal to 0. So hence I'll be getting the value 2 for this equation. Problem number 3. By applying a row operations to produce an upper triangle matrix U, compute the determinant of A. So the matrix A has been given. So by performing row transformation, we have to get an upper triangle matrix. Then we have to find the determinant of the matrix. So the matrix A is given like 1 2 3 0 2 6 6 1 minus 1 0 0 3 0 2 0 7. So I'm going to perform the row operations now to get a triangular matrix. So given the matrix A, I'm taking again 1 2 3 0 2 6 6 1 minus 1 0 0 3 0 2 0 7. So now to convert the first entries of R2 row 0, the operation is R2 implies R2 minus 2R1. To convert the first entry of R3 0, the operation is R3 plus R1. So now after this operation, I got the new matrix A, that is 1 2 3 0 0 2 0 1 0 2 3 3 0 2 0 7. So now I'm going to convert these two entries as 0 to get a upper triangle matrix. The operation what I'm going to use is R3 implies that R3 minus R2 and R4 implies R4 minus R2. So I got the matrix A is equal to 1 2 3 0 0 2 0 1 0 0 3 2 0 0 0 6 is an upper triangle matrix. I got it, and we know that in the upper triangle matrix, the product of the diagonals will be the value of the determinant of the matrix. So right, so hence we got the determinant of the matrix A will be equal to 1 into 2 into 3 into 6. It will be equal to 36. Okay, fine. In the next lecture video, we'll be discussing how to find the minus and cofactors of the matrix. Thank you.